Iron Fist Season 1. I recently finished binge watched the first season out of Iron Fist. And I do know a little bit about the character of Iron Fist. I've seen him in the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon. And that's about it. I don't have a lot of knowledge of the character. I know he has hand gloves and he punches people with it. That's all I know about Iron Fist. So, going into the show, I wasn't really all that excited because I knew about Luke Cage and Daredevil, but Jessica Jones I didn't really know all that much, but that show surprised me. But with Iron Fist, I don't really know what to expect, especially since this show got an immense amount of negative reviews, like off the charts negative, like four stick level, which that's one of the reasons why I haven't gone around to watch the show. I'm just like, oh lord, is this show's gonna be a waste of my time? It's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be boring. This show is boring, I'll say that. I don't really like the show all that much. This show is definitely a disappointment and a huge step down for the other Marvel Netflix shows. But at the same time, it's not a bad show at all. It's not terrible. Iron Fist does have its merits though. There are things in Iron Fist I do enjoy a lot. But unfortunately, since this show has weak writing, weak characters, weak acting, it really makes the show very mediocre, and the show, well, I can describe it, it's very bland. Unlike Jessica Jones and Daredevil and Luke Cage, where those shows are just full of energy and just life into them, this show, Iron Fist, doesn't really have that same feeling that those other three shows have, which is very unfortunate because Marvel and Netflix have done a great job with their shows with what I've seen so far. But I also will admit this, the first few episodes were very tough to get through. As soon as I first started the first episode, halfway through this, I'm like, when is this gonna be over? I was looking at the clock. I was like, this show is just getting very boring, and I'm losing interest immediately. And I know most people probably didn't get through the first episode, or even like the first three. But I got through it, good thing. But really, like the first few episodes was like, it's just really bad. Because I will admit, the first few episodes of this show is very bad. Like, almost like at the same level. No, not Fan Four Stick bad. I'm about to say Fan Four Stick. Almost at the same level as like. It's just bad. It's just bad. Like, the first few episodes are bad, and the acting is not the best, especially from the main protagonist, Danny Rand / Iron Fist, which Finn Jones does what he can to bring this character to the table, what he offers to this role. But in this show, I wasn't really feeling him all that much. I don't know, like what it was with me and him. Iron Fist, Danny Rand, with Finn Jones' portrayal in this season, in this show, for what I've seen so far, I wasn't really feeling all that much. I was like, man, we've got Matt Murdock, played by Charlie Cox, who did an amazing job. Mike Holter as Luke Cage, phenomenal. Kristen Ritter as Jessica Jones, excellent. But Finn Jones as Danny Rand / Iron Fist, I don't know. And especially when you have a comic book adaptation where your main protagonist portrayal isn't all that good, you know that that's a red flag. You're not watching a good adaptation from a source material. Also, most of his scenes are just basically him saying, I am the Iron Fist. I am the Iron Fist. And it was getting to the point where I was like, dude, shut up with that. It was really getting annoying with him saying, I am the Iron Fist. I am the Iron Fist. Like, dude, we get it. We get it. You're the Iron Fist. Your fist glows. You punch people with it. And yeah, dude, we get it. But I'll say this. Finn Jones does a better job as Iron Fist in The Defenders than in his own solo show. Look forward for my review of The Defenders right after this, because I'm doing both of my reviews back to back, so I can speed up my Marvel reviews, because Infinity War is on its way. But look forward for my review of The Defenders right after this review, because Finn Jones does an amazing job in that. Another one of my main problems with the show is that it focused too much on the Rand Enterprise, this business run by Danny's siblings, than focusing on Danny Rand himself. Like, the whole business thing with Ren Enterprise, that's like what we want to see in Iron Fist, right? No, that's not what I want to see in Iron Fist. I want to see Danny Rand kick some butt, which we do see, but when we come back to the whole business crap, I'm like, I don't care about that. Like, I really don't. Like, every time we go to Danny's siblings, which, my goodness, guys, like, these two actors, I don't really know these actors all that much, but those two who play Danny's siblings, their acting is horrible in the show, especially the guy who plays Danny's brother. His acting is so unemotional, it's so bland, he has no charisma to him, he has no emotion. He's like an even blander Keanu Reeves. Like, this guy acting is just horrid. Like, it just baffles me that after Luke Cage, I was like, wow, I can't wait to watch Iron Fist. And I was watching Iron Fist, I'm like, I want to go back to watching Luke Cage. But, really, guys? Like, with supporting characters like those two, I was like, come on, guys, you can do better than this. But, we do have two great supporting characters, Colleen, who is the love interest for Danny, who is a sensei for the dojo, and I love Colleen so much, I bought into a character a lot. I bought her and Danny's relationship, and I think it's kind of sad that I actually care more about Colleen than Danny Rand Iron Fist himself, the main protagonist of the show. Like, I think that's very, very sad, but Colleen is a cool character. She's a BA, is a strong woman. And speaking of strong women, this girl can never leave the Marvel Netflix universe. Claire is back, of course. Claire Rosario Dawson. Do I need to say anything else? That Claire is probably my favorite character in this Marvel Netflix universe that we have so far. She's obviously she is. Especially the fact that she helps each of the heroes out. Her character is very helpful, and she's actually one of my favorite characters in the MCU, and she's not even in any of the MCU films. That's how much I buy to a character, that's how supportive she is for these heroes, and yeah, Claire Rosario Dawson is a great character, and her acting, of course, by Rosario, great. Love Rosario Dawson, I love Claire, but Iron Fist himself, I keep bringing that up, but my goodness, man, what happened with the show? And also, I feel that the show takes itself too seriously at times, because I do feel like the tone for the show is, I don't know if it's trying to be serious, I don't know if it's trying to be in a way lighthearted, I don't know, I don't think lighthearted is even the word to describe this show. I feel like this show at times takes itself too seriously, where Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage take themselves very seriously, but they have fun moments in those shows. But in this show, I don't see why that the show had to take itself seriously. This show should be the most lighthearted out of the four shows that we have: Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage. This should have been the most lighthearted out of the four. And the villain in this show, which is a relative of Danny, who dies, it comes back and dies, it comes back and dies, it comes back. It gets repetitive after a while, which I'm just like, can you just die already? Like, I'm tired of seeing you. And really, like, the villain of the show, I'm like, pathetic. Really, really pathetic. That's what I said while watching the show, when I was binge watching it. And also, Danny is also, too, trying to fight the Hand, who we've seen in Daredevil Season 2. That also was one of the most interesting aspects of the show, is the Hand and Danny's revenge on them, and Shao, this Asian lady who I bought more as a villain than the main villain of the show. She was actually great, not the main villain. And if I were to be completely honest, this show feels like filler. This show definitely feels like filler. Majority of the episodes feel like filler. And I feel like this show, out of the 4 Marvel Netflix shows lead up to Defenders, I feel like this is the one that you can, I wouldn't say you could easily skip, but especially since Iron Fist is important to the Defenders storyline, I feel like this show, you could watch certain episodes, you'd be like, okay, I'm good for now, and just watch Defenders. But unfortunately, that's how I feel about the show, and it just pains me so much to see the 3 shows before this were so good, and this one is just so meh. Guys, I don't know what else to say other than this show is very weak, bland, and very meh. But this show does get better with later episodes after, like, episode 4 or 5. It does pick up a lot. But even those episodes aren't really the greatest. They're pretty good. They're pretty decent. But those episodes weren't, like, anything amazing or anything. It has great moments, has good moments. But the show is just very disappointing and very lackluster. And I just don't know what happened here other than that it is what it is with Iron Fist. And compared to Luke Cage and Daredevil and Jessica Jones, this show kind of sucks. I'm going to give season 1 of Iron Fist a C. Stay tuned for my review of The Defenders right after this, because I'm definitely doing these 2 reviews back to back. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching, guys, once again. And let me know what are your thoughts on the first season of Iron Fist in the comment section down below. And hopefully season 2 will probably be better. Maybe they'll learn from their mistakes and look at season 1 like, we need to improve ourselves for season 2. We need to up the game for season 2. Hopefully they'll learn their lesson from this season, see what a mess they made. But yeah, guys, if you're also new to my channel and you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.